Me and Dimitri traded X Factor for X Factor. Yo more for
That's cool. Can you make this?
What color did you go?
Please? Are you?
Joe Bass, did you? What is it? Did you join my broadcast?
Yeah.
Good morning. Today is a wonderful day.
Joe Bloom.
What?
You just throw it up the TO every time.
Nope. Joe, it was like at the end of the game, you know what I mean? That's when I was like... Isaiah streaks us so bad.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Joe, last performance I put up 117.
Match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh, that was a bad kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
No, it was a good performance, Joe. What do you think?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That's complete. It's Charles.
You can't just say that after the game.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
You watching? You watch my last one?
First here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Got a free agency. They get a bunch of 7.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, my God.
And they will not be it's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I forgot to add that.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of it. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Wow.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, please.
He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. It forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start playing the fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
You have Andy Dalton.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, my God, Joe Bass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs
Johnny, still
territory
fat, and
at
it's
the
still used to be
47. He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, my God.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Come on.
Well, the pass rush has got real strength of late. They know how to get out of the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's the first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those.
I'll give you 99 dribbles and a first-round pick.
The line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That means Marshall's got the
last
airforce
play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
Yeah.
And that will be incomplete.
What do you want with this one?
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for
I'll give you a 94 free safety.
It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the draw, here's Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
That makes sense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Make a trade. Make a trade with me.
Open receiver complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
43, 15.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Mahomes. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends...
Is Dimitri on the mic?
...who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard
Now I get Dimitri.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Second and 10. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. On third down, Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Second and 5. And Walker has it.
Yeah,
look at the
but you have a 73.
So 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
What the fuck was that? However, he didn't turn around and catch that.
23 yards on the play.
You accept it or what?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
I offer 99 Drew Brees, a 94 free safety, and a first-round pick for 83 this one.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
You don't fuck with the gang now.
So bad, bro. You literally said confirmed that he's not playing.
It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today.
But I can't do it if I get
That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play.
Hold on, Joe Bass. Like, you helped everybody else. Can you help me get this one by?
Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Charles. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
Adrian Peterson, the 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag
don't ever talk to me unless
on
you,
the
like,
field,
stop
and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go,
nasty, but
these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
91 Drew Brees,
try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now
what the fuck is that? The animation's so bad. Does he really think he's good dancing?
Vikings. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a great game.
Holy shit.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. Oh, a nice spin. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get it for you, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
The best way I see it from the Colts
are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Did you see that?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets it all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A running.
In the middle of the game. Where's Isaiah? There he is.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. Now a loose
ball.
The ball comes up.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Jimmy, you're fat.
You guys know it's Joe Blow, right?
You guys do realize that he's fat, right?
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal,
Gianni's cute.
or
No cap, no cap.
In this case, it's been 3s.
Dimitri.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. He'll look to throw. And
No,
Walker
not even
with it
close.
over the middle.
Look at it now.
And this will leave him a
Roll in my
yard
roster.
short. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
You're still an alien.
That last catch short of the
all the
marker by
other
just a yard.
leagues you said you can't be in the league if you're not a fucking linebacker.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll bring him down
Like, you
at the
can't tell him
13-yard
he's
line.
a D-line. Yes, he's a D-line user.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Isaiah, you're going to make it to the Super Bowl? Not even coming close.
2nd down.
I know.
On second down, Peterson.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
I heard.
Adrian Peterson.
Like
His second
5?
touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be taken very short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard
Joe
line.
Bass, I don't know how I'm sticking with him.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
I haven't got one sack this whole game. My whole D-line's about 90.
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football.
My whole
here
O-line's 99.
for quarter number 4. So a jump there defensively.
You're still in the NFC, Isaiah. Like, you're not making it out of the Super Bowl, so I'm not facing you, so just don't talk to me.
Until the ball moves.
Good work that time
Either
to
way,
get
we're
him
gonna
to
face each
jump,
other.
and now here's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind
Isaiah,
the line.
now I know.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Oh, what?
Dante, are you watching the live stream? Why?
Reassume, Jesse.
I don't know.
Reassume.
Just asking.
Are you gonna reassume? Jesse,
Yeah.
resume.
My bad.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey,
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Pick.
And able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now,
You're so
he's under
fucking trash
50%.
at demons,
That
man.
comes from extra game film, extra time.
I didn't have my players, like,
Saw
stop.
how precise he was and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
I kept getting stopped on 4th and 1.
Massimo's wearing Isaiah's Jordan ones.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Now he'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Is that the Michi?
They run again with Peterson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gotta try it here.
He's not doing the league yet. You can't trade him with Hampton again.
Wow! No! It's incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Man, Hunter, whatever y'all doing, not accepting the trade.
Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball. They're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Oh, he did accept it. Yeah, Huncho.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Is Troy online?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker. And he gets
I took her to my penthouse and I freaked
the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Let's go, boy. You're a monster.
1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction.
X Factor on 12.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
CJ's like the new Carlos.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Johnny, you're